Okay folks, this is a video on solar powered security lighting. There was a post on the forum, I think it was early last year, about security lighting and other associated types of topics. Now what we've done here at my place is that we've put in a solar lighting security system. Now where I live, it's storm central in my part of the state, so we have a lot of power failures and that sort of thing. One of the advantages of a solar powered security lighting system is that when you have a grid failure, short term, long term or forever, you still have some form of security lighting. That being said, there are two sides of the coin. Security lighting enables you to have a good field of view at night around your place, whether it be in an urban area, a homestead or retreat scenario. The ones we've got set up are pretty bright. They don't affect my night vision too much. Things you've got to consider are you're going to have blind spots, and the other most important fact is that the lights go out for an hour, 2 hours or forever. You're the only one with the lights on. Yeah, it's going to attract a lot of attention. So that's the other side of having security lighting too. You may not want it on, depending on scenarios, all the time, because it's like lighting a place up like a Christmas tree with a big advertisement, here we are, come and get us, or whatever. So that's the other point of view you've got to look at too. Security lighting system was set up here. You can get 12 volt motion detectors. All this is based on a 12 volt solar system. I haven't gone that way. I've kept it simple because we've got dogs and they have to run around the yard at the night, during the night, and we also have native animals running through the yard, so the thing's going to be on and off all night like a Christmas tree lights and that sort of thing. So the way I've set mine up is that they're on all the time. You may want to do it a different way. This is just a basic system, an idea for you to work on. Okay, so we'll start from the top and I'll go up and show you the solar panels on top of the roof, and then we'll work our way down to the regulators and the batteries. Okay folks, I'm on the roof of the garage. This is where we have two of our security solar security lights mounted. We've got others around the place too. Now, these solar panels, they're 12 volt, 10 watt panels. Had these up here for about 4 years now. The one on the top right of the screen I've tilted towards the north, and the one on the lower left of the screen I've just laid it flat on the roof to get more of the easterly sun, because we've got quite a bit of a shading problem here in the mid to late afternoon. Now the one in the bottom left, I've laid or secured it to the roofing iron with Silastic or silicon for a couple of reasons. One is that it helps to prevent the solar panel from overheating through heat transfer from the roofing iron, and two, it's much easier to move around if I've got to do it, whereas the one on the top right, the stand is actually riveted in there. The frames of these are made from aluminium. Now, as most of you probably know, aluminium doesn't hold a lot of heat. It's not a good conductor of heat. In fact, it's used as heat sinks in many electronic equipment and that sort of thing. So any heat that is there is dissipated very quickly. And this is one of the problems with solar panels, is that they get hot or they overheat, and it does affect the efficiency of them. Similarly, if the weather is too cold, that can also affect the efficiency of them too. So when you're looking up specifications for solar panels, have a look at the temperature requirements of them. Some work better in colder climates, some don't. These are monocrystalline panels. That little white one in the back there, it's a smaller one for pilot light inside, which I'll show you soon. So that's a pretty basic solar array I've got here. We'll go down in a minute and have a look at the regulators. The regulators have the capacity for me to put larger solar panels on. If I have to, I need to, and I've got bigger ones inside yet to be installed. A 10 watt panel will put out 12 volt. 10 watt panel will put out current wise around about 350 to 400 milliamps at peak sun. It's a bit overcast here today again. So these 10 watt panels I'm only using at the moment to keep the float charge topped up on the batteries inside the garage. When you're looking at setting up a recharging unit off solar power, you're probably looking at a panel that can put out in excess of 2 amps up to, well, 4 amps is a good value. You can go a little bit higher than that. You have to use regulators on it. Now, it used to be rule of thumb many years ago, the 5 to 10 watt panels, you didn't need to use regulators. But what I found here over the years with using these panels, these 10 watt ones, is it's best to have your regulator on it, because I found with some of the batteries I was using on very sunny days, we do have them occasionally, over a period of time it tends to overcharge the battery and buckle the plates inside. So even with a 10 watt panel, and I've even used them with 5 watt panels, I prefer to put a regulator on it to stop it from overcharging the battery and consequently damaging the plates inside it and so on. Alright, we'll go down inside and have a look at the rest of the system.